Okay, I did all of these units here. The 4th Division had to replace 11 units, and you can see it's all the way down to 13 here. We had to do 3 engineer, so we're up down to 18. And then I haven't done the 5th yet. I figured I would let you join me for that. So I know my hand is always in the way, but I promise to get through it quick. This is 1. This is 2, 3. This is an engineer. 4. 5. 6. So we have 6 with 1 engineer. 7. 7 with 1 engineer. Okay, so they're desperately low. They're all the way down to 7, the 5th Division, and the engineer goes down to 17. So we got to get the 5th Division resting ASAP. 4th Division's not faring much better. I think what I'm going to do is if I can clear these last parts, you're going to see 4th Division starting to rest as well. And then we're going to have 3rd Division do all the battling for a while. Not that that's too big of a deal, but the 3rd Division is not out yet. So we do have the option to bring in another regiment, the what they call the 3rd Regiment. So I think I'm going to do that. And so we have to look at the special rule for this. So it says we can commit it anytime after game turn 7, but the scenario is shortened by 1 game turn for each day before game turn 64. All right, so for every day before game turn 64, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days, right? So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. This is the end here. So we're going to just move it 1, 2. So it's here 1, 2, 3. No, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So this is our final day of the game. So I'm going to take another smoke marker and I'm just going to put it here to show that that's our game end right there. So we just shortened our game by a few days. I think that's okay. But because of my reinforcement levels being so low, I'm going to have to take both of these divisions out of battle. And so we got to get the whole 3rd Regiment out. And so you're going to see here, and then what that's going to allow me to do is I actually can get the 3rd Regiment HQ out as well. And what's silly is I spent all this time moving their HQ up, right? And I really didn't need to. I could have left it here and then put the new one up there. That's what I should have done, and it was a stupid decision on my part. I'll live with it, but that's what I should have done. And so I need to find the HQ. All right, so we get to place our regiment, and I'm going to place it as close as I can. I think I can go right here. Let me make sure orange can't fire there. For whatever reason. Okay, orange can fire there if these 2 positions, so he doesn't have line of sight here. So we're going to go right there. And he's going to become a command post. So right there. And that's a range 2 command post. And I forgot during the action phase to do something with these, because we put these out last turn, remember? So these guys would have gone like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, there, and then this one can move 3. We'll put him there. And this one would have moved last turn to here, and he's making his command post here. These are things I was supposed to do at the end of last turn. And actually these units, knowing what I know, are gonna go here. Okay, so they both have a range of 2. This one, those two are going to go to a range of 3, which is good. We might even have another garrison to do here. And actually, there. So that's my new one that I just made. Where's my other ones? I would swear I had one in here somewhere. This is where an app or a computer makes it easier. I would swear I had one here, but I guess I don't. I mean, I know I have 2 here, which probably need to move. And then this one I just put down. Oh, come on. Where's the other HQs? There's one here. That's the 26th. Where's the 23rd? That's my question. Well, that's the 23rd right there. Who's the 23rd? The 23rd has been there for a while. So what did I do? I just put a new one right next to him. Okay. That was my confusion. This is the 23rd, and he has a range of 2. So that means, I don't know. Yeah, this blue can shoot here, but this one gets a garrison. That's where I'm going. I'm just trying to make sure I can put a garrison on this black spot, and I can. Okay, so that was a long HQ phase, and my apologies for that, but very needed. And we are precariously close to losing a lot more units, so we got to get cracking here. Event. Oh, one other thing. We got to do their thing too. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So these 3 are out of the game. Those 3 go there. This one out of the game. Just out of curiosity, I always like looking at it. I'm not the kind of person that memorizes everything, including the rules of the game. So there we go. Now event. Oh no, it's not an event. We got to put all this stuff out. Okay, so we have this guy here with a range of 2, so they're going in all of this. And so I need to be careful here. This is 3rd Battalion. Hope I can't do that. 3rd Battalion. Right here. Let's get 2nd Battalion in. I need their headquarters. 2nd Battalion Headquarters. That's not it either. Oh, come on. Here we go. 2nd Battalion there. And then 1st Battalion. There and there. And then the HW I'm going to put right there. Okay, so we're getting the 3rd Division deployed. We still have one more regiment. Okay, now we do the event. I gotta shuffle. We've been going through almost the entire deck every turn. Okay, so we don't need to go into reserve mode until PM, because there's no advantage to us going into reserve midday other than we're just reducing our losses, right? Right now, since we missed the morning phase is when you get all your bonuses. So that was an awful shuffle. See, and I even recorded it, so it showed how pathetic I am. The morning phase is the only phase that matters for regenerating division points. So we have until evening to get our ducks in order. So basically, I want to get a little bit aggressive with the 4th Division and very patient with the 3rd. So the 3rd Division's job is just to get in position, while the 4th Division's job is to take the final pieces. Then the 5th Division is super precariously low. So let's draw our event, and I don't know what it is. Heavy mortar fire. I don't know if that helps us or them. I'm going to always assume it helps them because it's awful. Any Japanese mortar attacks in the next Japanese fire phase inflict an extra hit to a U.S. unit. Never happy about that. So the mortar phase is the M action. So as long as we don't draw an M action, it won't impact us. So we drew an M action. We have the R here, which defers to black, but I don't think black is within 3 spaces. Yes, they are. No, they're not. There's no black within 3 spaces of us, so the red action is going to happen. And the only red that's around us is disrupted. There's 3 of them. We have 1, 2, and 3. All of them are disrupted, so they don't do anything. Okay, so then blue goes, and I don't think there's a blue. Yes, there is. There's 1 blue, and he was disrupted. And then green goes. Now that's the one with the M. Now he'll be a muster if he's empty, like this one here is a muster. He's a muster, mister. So we draw a reserve and a depth marker, and that's all. He doesn't actually do anything. I mean, he would fire, but there's no one for him to fire against. And that's it. So we got a good outcome there as far as the Japanese turn goes. And then we draw an event, and it's a depth, which makes me laugh, because guess who's getting the depth marker? You guessed it. It's Debbie Depther over here. Now it's our turn. Okay. We need to finish this sucker off. The 5th Division has all kinds of artillery points, and we're going to use them because it's use them or lose them. But unfortunately, there's nothing to artillery here. We have to beat him in close combat, and this one is going to do it because these 2 are disrupted. So we're going to do it, and let's get her done. Get her done! 1 for being Japanese, 2 for the environment, and 3 for CC. And then the other one's going to be 5 cards. Because we're a full stacked unit that's full health. And he goes, it's brown, let's go. He reinforces, so he's going to get another card. We go, and we don't get a brown. He goes, he doesn't get a brown. We go, we don't get a brown. He goes, he doesn't get a brown. We go, we get a brown, and it's heroism. So we get a new card, and he loses a card, which was a brown. So awesome. We hit him, and actually that's all we needed to do to destroy him. He's destroyed. There's no communication, so he goes out of the game. And so that was, we finally secured Mount Suribachi. The entire thing is secure. And so what I'm going to do is, as part of my action phase, we're going to put everybody in the reserve. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to put this down in a way that you can see. And this is the HQ. And then I'm just going to try sorting everything. And so we have engineers, we have tanks. I'm just sorting them because this is going to help us later for when we have to deploy them, because you need to keep their them near each other. We actually have a hero in this one, and that's fine. This one is the 28th, and the 27th. And we got there's a lot of tanks. Okay, I'm sorry if this is boring. I guess I should have found a spot where the video ended. And where the heck is the 26th? Is this a new one? It is. Okay, so what about the 23rd? That's the 4th Division. That's 3rd Division. I forgot to move those guys last turn, so I'll move them now. Okay, so that's everybody that was in Suribachi is recharging. And what I could do and should do is, since these are full, because remember it's 3 units per division, or battalion I mean. That'll help. Okay, so we got 2 more battalions out here that I had the HQ units or some random units for, but not all of them. So let's keep going. And let's do over here. I don't have it flanked. I could close combat him. It's an interesting idea. Flanking him is actually going to be hard, so I'm going to close combat this one. He gets 1 for being Japanese. We get 2 plus a flamethrower. He's red. He gets a reinforce. Oh, come on. This is exactly what happened last time. He gets a depth marker. Okay, so before we continue, I am going to barrage him with a 4th, because I realized I needed to get him disrupted first. So I'm going to spend 3 points to try to disrupt him. And I got the red. I actually got a perfect hit. So he is disrupted. So yes, he has the depth marker. He's disrupted. And then he gets a card, because that's what CC Reinforce does. So now the good news is we didn't get hit. So now we don't hit him. Now he, of course, he gets a card and he hits us. So we take a step loss. That's already brutal enough. And then we lose a card, which wouldn't hit him anyways. And then we go and we hit him. He loses his card and he loses his depth marker. So he is right back to where he was. And we took 1 damage. He basically took nothing. So that guy has been a pain in the butt. And we're talking about him. So we keep trying to close combat him, and it's just not enough. So I need to get some more forces to help me here. These guys are disrupted. This one, we definitely need to go after. He's got a fort. So these tanks are going to barrage, and the tanks are a triangle. So we're drawing. I got a triangle. He's a gold. So we match the symbol, and I think the symbol is good enough. A symbol match at 6 strength. We do hit the fortress, or we might hit the fortress, and we don't hit the fortress. So our luck has been very bad this turn. So now we can try to do close combat. Oh, he is disrupted, by the way. So that part's good. We re-disrupted him. Okay, what are we going to do? This guy here can try to close combat. The problem is we don't have communication cut off here. So maybe we keep the engineers out. So that'd be 4, 8, 10 instead of 12. We'd get 1 less card. I'm going to go ahead and close combat him with everything. So he's going to get 3 for being Japanese. No, 2. He has 2 units there. He has himself and the fortress. Okay? And then he's going to get 1 because of the rocky terrain. And there is no close combat on him, so he gets 3 cards. We're going to get the max 5. We have 12 pips for 4. And a flamethrower. We've only got 1 hero this whole game. Okay, so he goes first. It's gold. Nothing. We go. Nothing. He goes. Hit. Damn it. All right, so we take a hit. I'm going to go ahead and hit the engineer. We lose a card, which was a bad card for us. We go. He gets to reinforce. That means he gets a depth marker. Oh, come on. And then we hit him. So actually that means he gets nothing, right? They cancel each other out. So then he goes, it's a miss. We go, it's a miss. We go again, and we get a hit. That hit will kill his unit. So all that's left is the fortress. I mean, it's progress. But the reinforcement cards are just way too many. Okay, looking at more stuff we can do. We have this unit here, which is a problem, but I don't think we can do a dent while we're disrupted. And then because of the artillery, we keep getting hit. So we're going to need to get help from some other direction. So what I'm going to do is move this guy up and then move these guys in because they have a tank. So they can hit. And I'll move these tanks up as well because we need to keep the tanks together. You know what? I'm not going to move the tanks up because we're going to be reinforcing soon. These tanks are going to barrage this guy so we can see if we can disrupt him. Tanks are not diamonds. Well, it's the triangle. And then he's a blue, so we matched nothing. But it was a 6 strength. It doesn't matter. We matched nothing. Oh, come on. All right, so 4th Division is going to use 3 more artillery. We need to disrupt him. So we're going to try to disrupt him with our artillery now. And it's a blue, and it's a perfect match, actually. So we match, and we do get a disruption on him. And now we're going to close combat him. So he's going to get 1 for being Japanese and 1 for CC. And then we're going to get 3, so that's 4, 8, 10. We have 10 points, so that's going to give us 3 cards. And then a 4th card for a flamethrower. So, sorry, I'm trying to do all this with one hand. He goes first, it's blue. We go, there we go. We got a hit. He's dead. There we go. Now we're talking with Pam. He does escape, though, so he's going to go back into the reserve pool. But we finally took this blue position. Okay, so moving on. We're going to do our token attack this guy, destroy the depth marker, and disrupt him. So consider that done. And then here, he needs a radio and a bazooka. He has a strength 3, and we have the radio and bazooka here, and we have way more than 9 points. We triple him. This tank is destroyed. So we destroyed the tank. And then we're going to move in with this set of units here, like so. And now we have to draw and not get a purple. And we don't have a purple. So we were able to successfully take that purple spot. And now, remember the 23rd, I'm sorry, the 3rd and the 21st are the 2 new groups that we're trying to get in. The 21st is going up north, the 3rd is sort of staying down here. So, I'm going to go ahead and charge him up to see if we can take on, oh, you know what? They're going to take on green that way. We draw an infiltration check, but unless it's a green star, it's not going to hit us. Okay, so we have these units back here that are part of the Marine Corps, 3rd Division, and we're trying to get them back into the action. So I'm going to move those there. These are all part of the 23rd. These are part of the 21st. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to start charging this brown here. And 1, 2, 3. Now this brown, I got to make sure we don't have to do a muff check. So give me a second. We do have a muff check. We got to do it with brown, and there is no brown, so we got lucky because that was going to be an intense fire. So if we drew a brown, somebody was going to get hit. This is the 3rd Division, so we need to get them into the action. I mean, they do want to come up into here, but it's all busy. Like I would be disrupting units if I move up. So actually, that's what I'm going to do then. So these units aren't needed. 5th Division are going to retire. So that's part of the 26th. I think that's a new group. And then this is the 26th headquarters. 26th. And an engineering unit. Here's the 26th blue. 26th blue. This is the headquarters for the 26th. Another engineer. We're missing one more from the 26th. This guy, he wasn't needed to do this attack, so we can take him out. And then that leaves us room to move this guy up. So now the 3rd Division can get into the action up there. I do have one more from the 26th. It's this heavy weapons guy, but he's full strength, and he's not part of the regiments, so we can leave him out. Okay, so it's really early, but the whole 5th Division is now in there. The regiments, you can see 27, 27, 27, that's one regiment. 28, 28, 28, that's the other, and 26, 26, 26. So we got 3 full regiments in there. These guys can redeploy as soon as possible. The HW guys, because they don't give us bonuses for being in the reserve, but all those other guys do. Now the tanks and the engineers give us bonuses, but we may want to get them back into action too. But remember, the tanks and engineers can only be controlled by command, but the HQs are still out here, and in fact the HQ units for the battalions we can actually put back out here too. We didn't have to put all the HQs in the reserve, but for now, that's where they are. So these ones are going to pack up shop. So that's the 28th and 27th. So these 2 ranges come off. And so we're going to just start moving. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's get them going across the map. These are the 4th Division, so we're not going to worry about those. That one is the 5th Division, so I'm going to just leave him there. Let him grow for now. So you can see how the battle map's shaped it up. This was awesome sauce. I'm going to take all these garrison markers off and just create a pile because we don't need any of these. Communication is cut off to black. Technically speaking, if I let them do communication down the coast here, they could get in and communicate with all this shit. But we're not going to play that game. So I probably need to get a unit like here ASAP, and I think I have these 2 guys, and I will do that. So we're just going to move 1, 2, 3, and now we cut off any communication. So there's no way they're getting through. So these are the kind of things that I don't know if you've ever been in a college class where you know what 25 times 4 is. You know it's 100. So, I mean, you could sit there and show the long math where you're carrying the 1 and you're multiplying all the units together, or you could just write down 100 and not show the work anymore because you happen to be in advanced calculus and it's assumed that you know how to do 25 times 4. Well, that's how I get with these games. I'm supposed to not have communication here, and so I'm not going to do anything to screw that up, ever. That's cardinal rule. And if I do forget about communication and move somebody in a way that would have opened the communication, then I'm retracting my move. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not going to happen. I am not going to let the Japanese pop up way back here. That would be a nightmare and a half. Not going to happen. And I think it can only happen if this was within 3 spaces of a U.S. unit. So, and in communication. So, we're just not going to let that happen. Okay, moving on. As far as actions go, I'm very happy with most everything. These guys are losing disruption markers, but they're going to get redisrupted because of the artillery barrage. So yeah, this guy's just getting pounded. And so is this guy, because we're near the black. Okay, Sector 3 is now doing artillery strike. And we're going to draw. We have a divide by 7. So I think we decided that it was 14 plus 5 is 19. So it is 3 units getting hit. And yes, we're going to get disruption and, well, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can disrupt this guy back here. So I'm going to do that. So I disrupted both of these instead of that one because I'm able to. And I'm going to take a quick break and we're going to start the midday. Thank you for watching. Stay awesome.